I feel like talking about some books that I have that I'm scared to read. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I have been up since 1:30 this morning. I am sleep deprived as hell and I feel like talking about some books that scare me because why not? Now look, I buy books all the time and I have a lot of books on my shelves that need to be read, but there's also books that I desperately want to read so that I can say I've read them, but I'm scared to read them because of a multitude of different reasons. So I have a couple, I think, for you that are like standalones, and then I have a couple series that in general I'm just like really scared to start. So we'll go ahead and start with like the standalone books that I have because that just seems easier to my tired brain right now. To start off this list, I feel like this is on everyone's like most intimidating books list if they were like into classics, but I am terrified to read The Count of Monte Cristo because why is it this fat? Like, why is it this fat? I've heard that if you read it, it will change your life and you will like love yourself for reading it, and it's like a feat in itself to finish it, but then to like, I don't know, just become one with the story. Y'all, can you tell that I'm so tired? I don't know, I've just heard amazing things about it, but like just the genuine size of this book is what scares me. And I feel like I just need to quit being a bitch and finally read it. The next book, there's multiple reasons why I'm scared to read this, and that's It by Stephen King. Number one, it's Stephen King. I am not a fan of Stephen King from what I have read. I'm just not. And why is it also this fat? I also am scared to read this one because I'm obsessed with Pennywise. Like, I love Pennywise the Dancing Clown. I love the It Welcome to Derry show. I love the movies, the originals. I just love the whole premise of it. But like, I'm scared that just because I don't like Stephen King's writing, he's gonna let me down, and then I'm going to be so upset with Pennywise. And I love Pennywise. Like, I will marry that clown. I know that's crazy. Of course, he's like a psycho killing clown, but I love him, okay? Gingers. There's just something, we get each other. No, this is so messed up. This is my tired ramblings. I'm sounding like a mad woman. Anyway, I'm just scared Stephen's gonna ruin it for me, if I'm being quite frank. That and the fact that it's so fat, and I think that he's full of himself and talks a lot. But I do eventually want to read it because, like, Pennywise, come on. The next book that I'm really scared to read is, it's not even simply because of the size, but it's the content and the way that it's written, and that's House of Leaves. I'm not going to try to say his last name. I'm too tired and I know I'll mess it up. But this book is kind of a chonker, but like, it's written in mixed media. Like, can you guys see this? Like, there's footnotes, there's like random boxes. The whole point of this book, I've heard, is that it's bigger than it looks, which is like, I think also like the whole premise with the house. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm just terrified to read it because I don't know if I'll be able to like do it. The next couple books are just first books in series, and it's not necessarily the first book, but it's the whole series together that intimidates me. And the first one is Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris, and this is the Sookie Stackhouse books, aka True Blood, the TV show. And the only reason I'm scared to read these is because I know it's going to consume my life just like the TV show did. I watched all 6 seasons of that show in like 2 weeks, and I adapted a really heavy like Louisiana accent for like 2 months, and I just could not stop talking like I was coming out the bayou. So I know that I'm gonna get engrossed in these novels because the TV show did it, and I heard the books were even better than the TV show, so it's gonna be a problem when this happens. Then we have the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. I'm not gonna lie, the series it's long, And this one is, I think, the shortest one in the series. This is book 1. And then they just get fatter and fatter and fatter. And I heard this is like Lord of the Rings on crack. You know, it's very Lord of the Rings-esque as far as like scale and epicness of it. But I'm just terrified that, first off, I'm gonna get consumed in these books and not read anything else. Second, just they're so chonky and like the series is just so long. It's intimidating. And to follow up with another long, chunky series is The Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. Book 1, The Way of Kings. All of the books are this fat. Book 5 just came out, I think Winds of Truth. I haven't read any of them. I have yet to read a Brandon Sanderson novel because they're so good. So like, there's also that fear that everyone hypes Sanderson up so much that I'm not gonna like him, or like, what if I don't like him? I'm gonna feel like a failure of a fantasy reader, right? So like, there's always that. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna get my hopes up. And then second, the series is just so fat. It's just so chunky. And again, like, I'm trying to read more this year, and I feel like reading these fat, chunky books is gonna consume my life. And I heard the characters in this book is so good. So like, what if I just get in a huge slump after I read them? I'm just intimidated by chunky fantasy series. Like, if this was a standalone, I'd be like, okay. But it's a whole series of books this fat. And this is the mass market. The like paperbacks are this fat too. So you just know it's gonna be a time. The last series, I don't feel like getting down because it's in a box set. And this series is simply because I know it's going to emotionally ruin me. Let me show you. My Throne of Glass books by Sarah J. Maas. I know that these books are going to destroy me and leave me broken because that's just what she does. I've read the ACOTAR books. I have not read Crescent City, and I haven't read Throne of Glass yet. I've been waiting because I want to do like a huge Sarah J. Maas binge, but I know that this series is going to consume and ruin my life. I have a feeling it's gonna happen, and I know it's gonna happen. So Throne of Glass is just one that I've put off reading for so long because it's long. I'm pretty sure everything I'm going to love, and I just know that if ACOTAR destroyed me as much as it did when it first came out, these books are going to also emotionally ruin me, and I'm gonna have fictional crushes and rage and be so mean to everyone in my real life that it's not gonna be a fun time. So I feel like I just need to have like a week where I just lock myself in a room and read this whole series. So this one, I'm more scared to read because of the emotional damage I know that's gonna come after I finish it. Alright, thank you guys so much for dealing with my mad woman sleep-deprived ramblings. But these are a lot of the books that I'm scared to read. And again, I'm really tired. And so talking about books that scare me is, I mean, it's kind of fitting right now. But if you guys have read any of these books and you guys have actually like read them in a timely manner and liked them, let me know. Because these are all books that I really want to read. I'm just scared. I'm just simply scared because they're either chonkers or I know they're going to consume my life. So if you guys have read them, let me know. And if you guys haven't, like, what are some books that you're scared to read? Because I know there's tons of classics, especially, that are chonkers. But the only one I could really pinpoint off the top of my head was The Count of Monte Cristo. So if you guys have read that one specifically, was it worth it? Like, were these books worth it? Because they're so fat. I need to know, are they worth my time? Anyway, I'm gonna go finish this cup of coffee and then maybe like try to take a nap, and we'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night, day, evening, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you with the next one very soon.